Charlie O.
Hey Jay, it's up now. So let me get you back on. Okay? Go through that whole same spiel you did earlier.
Give me a second here.
Yep.
I used to work out over at
Alright, I'm ready when I get there.
yeah, I remember
All right, everyone, welcome and joining us here at Eldridge today. We have got some hot matches that are going to be happening. It may only be 5 degrees outside, but boy, we're going to be smoking down in here in the pit. So wanted to thank you, everyone, for coming on out. A couple of our sponsors that we cannot do this without. Spine and Wellness Center with chiropractor Darren C. Campbell. Anyone needing adjustments or help, please come out and join us at Spine Wellness Chiropractic Center. Also, GT Sports. All logos and everything we have affiliated with QCA Sports comes right through GT Sports. Looking for any sports apparel or the best of any gear, swing on over to Eldridge to GT Sports. All right, everyone, we're going to go ahead. We're going to continue covering on the JV. We're just going to have ambient, and then we'll be back on the air as soon as the varsity face-off takes place. Thanks, everyone. We'll be talking to you soon.
Kevin Tippett, could please go down to the announcer stand? Kevin Tippett to the announcer stand. Winner in overtime from Assumption, Connor Bluinger. Up next at 145 pounds from Assumption, Cole Harlan. And from North Scott, Logan Metcalf. At this time, would all North Scott developmental wrestlers please report to the wrestling room? All North Scott developmental wrestlers, please report to the wrestling room. Thank you.
That's right.
Whereby falling 3 minutes, 10 seconds from North Scott, Logan Metcalf. Up at 152 pounds from Assumption, Ayden Marietta. For North Scott, Grayson Hunty. Whereby falling 3 minutes, 58 seconds. From Assumption, Hayden Marietta. this time, we'd like to recognize two longtime coaches in North Scott, Mr. Eugene Kreider and Mr. Ken Dennison. Both have over 30 years of coaching experience in North Scott. Coach Kreider coaches junior high football, junior high wrestling, and junior high track. Coach Dennison coaches high school football, high school wrestling, and high school baseball. Congratulations, guys. Tonight is also North Scott Developmental Wrestlers Night. We have over 200 kids in our program. These kids wrestle from late October all the way into February. Our wrestlers include kids from kindergarten, boys and girls, all the way up to 6th grade. Give a big round of applause for those kids.
All right, everyone, welcome to QCA Wrestle. Hey, it is a brisk, cold, windy, 6 degrees outside, but guess what? It is hot in here. The pit is going to bring it tonight. Hey, I'm honored to be by two incredible wrestlers, wrestling coaches, and just family members of the wrestling. So, first of all, to my left, Joy Trezino. Once again, part of the family who was just inducted into the Iowa Wrestling Hall of Fame and won an award there. And then along with him, next to him, we have Eugene Kreider. And an incredible guy. Got an award tonight. We weren't even expecting that. So what do we have tonight? I didn't even hit.
It's 30 years of football.
All right, so
Yeah.
incredible 30 years of service, and congratulations, Coach. Well deserved. So
Thank you.
two wrestling lineage families, both of you guys. I mean, if you're from the North Scott area, everyone knows about the Kreider family, and if you're from Illinois or Bettendorf, you know the Trezino family, right? So
Yep, good or bad, I don't know.
Well, tell us, first of all, let's start off. Tell us a little bit about the award you guys won and being inducted into Iowa Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure. I just tell people it's nice being able to ride my dad and uncle's coattails all the way there, but it's the Bob Bowlesby Family Legacy Award. One day my dad called me up, said he talked to his legendary Wartburg coach Jim Miller and told them we were going to be recognized for that award, and so yeah, it was pretty neat. My dad, people think he's a talker. He didn't really tell me too much, and just told me what he needed from me and where I was supposed to be, and yeah, so it's really cool recognition. So
incredible. And then right next to it, we got Coach Kreider. Anyone knows anything about the North Scott family? Got a son who was a national All-American runner-up up at Luther. The families at Luther really know you guys really well, and now he's coaching now at the collegiate level as well, right?
Yep, at Cornell
Nice.
College. Yeah, second year there. So.
How exciting!
Yeah, I want to congratulate the Trezinos too. You know, great family. You know, it's kind of being rivals a little bit wrestling-wise. You know, a lot of times, you know, getting after each other, you know, through the years. But I always respected those guys a lot, and it's a great honor for you guys and well-deserving.
thank you.
Absolutely. Well, it looks like we're getting ready to see the face-offs here shortly. Definitely my honor to be with you guys today. So let's listen here and see who we're going to be matching up with today.
And 113 pounds, Jacob Maes. And from North Scott, Ayden Golden. And 120 pounds from Assumption, Cadyn Wild. And from North Scott, Trace Gephart. And 126 pounds from Assumption, Derrick Bass. And from North Scott, Drew Metcalf. And 132 pounds from Assumption, Mikey Kersten. And from North Scott, Cael Straley. And 138 pounds from Assumption, Kaleb Kreinbring. And from North Scott, Luke Elgin. And 145 pounds from Assumption, Michael Macias. And from North Scott, Ayden, Cary. And 152 pounds from Assumption, Colton Pilgrim. And from North Scott, Peyton, Westlin. And 160 pounds from Assumption, Catour. And from North Scott, Marti. And 170 pounds from Assumption, Diaz. And from North Scott, Seth, Madden. And 182 pounds from Assumption, Johnny Argo. And from North Scott, Ryan Campbell. And 195 pounds from Assumption, Rhett Schaefer. And from North Scott, AJ Peterson. At 220 pounds, Nate Shedlock receives a forfeit. At 285 pounds, David Borcher receives a forfeit. Assumption is coached by head coach Mr. Ben Jobson, and North Scott is coached by head coach Mr. Drew Kelly. Once again, our official, Mr. Chris Mikey from Macokota.
right, we got the matchups. Looks like we're going to have some fun tonight. Captains are going to come out here. We're going to flip it off, see what color we're going to go with. Who's going to get the choice of the matches order and where we're going to be at there. So where we're going to start at today, guys? I think Coach Carter.
113, I believe.
113.
Yeah, 113, which is the same weight we did at the Battle of Waterloo, I believe, when we started.
So, hey, we have an interesting fact. Coach Carter looked up here. What year did this matchup between these two teams start up, and how'd that go?
Well, 1963, first year I know of North Scott wrestling. I'm not sure when Assumption started, but the first year was 1960 between North Scott and Assumption, and unfortunately the Lancers came out on the short end, 37-3. But it took until 1965 when North Scott got their first win over Assumption.
Okay.
So.
Now, hey, we got some very unique singlets for North Scott. This is not your typical red and black or red and gray that we're used to seeing. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, this is something Coach Kelly brought when he came to the program. I'm not 100% sure on the story, but I know he's got a friend or a relative that has ALS and wanted to do something to support ALS as a fundraiser. So every year we have a meet dedicated to ALS, and we got the blue singlets to support that. So kind of fun for the kids in the program, but also make some money and for ALS.
Nice shot.
Very good. Oh, we're right in on the shot.
This should be a pretty good match, I think, here.
So who do we got? Who do we got up here right off the bat at 13?
Well, Ayden Golden for us, and last time Maes for Assumption, Jacob Maes, he actually pinned Golden last time at the Battle of Waterloo, but I know Golden's been working pretty hard, hoping maybe for turn things around.
Nice.
It's always nice to see him wrestle a second time to see who's made improvements, everybody's improved. Well, you hope everybody's improving, but see where they're at this point in the season.
Right, and I think like with Golden, he was getting down to weight earlier in the year, and trying to settle into the weight, which I think he has now. It's nice getting that 2-pound allowance after Christmas. So he's been looking real strong here of late. So.
Well, they're both extremely long 13-pounders, probably both taller than I am.
and what height was that again,
Trezino, who's the tallest, Trezino?
I am.
Oh, you're the tallest.
I think I was the tallest in 7th or 6th grade, so not saying much.
Got a good scramble going on here.
Yep, nice little single. Hope Gold needs to come up with it if he can.
And we're going to stalemate that out. Yep.
Looks like we got Chris Meineke as our official, long-time official.
Yep, excellent. We were fortunate enough to get to.
Oh,
the way we're going.
Oh, this is good. 50-50
Who
here.
Wants it? Who wants it? Oh!
One of those.
Went in for a double, tried a inside trip, and
little cow catch
right at the end.
But yeah, we were fortunate enough. We got to meet and interview Chris Meineke to see what it's like to be the man behind the whistle stripes. So that's a job that, boy, I don't envy.
No.
They are great refs. But you know what? We need more refs out there. So if anyone's ever interested, I think Chris is one of the leaders in this area.
Yes.
Definitely reach out and, a little extra money and a little way to support your wrestling community wherever you're at.
I know too many head wrestling coaches to know I don't want to put up with them in this position. So.
Well, I believe there's a new Kreider that's breaking into the ranks, if I saw correctly, right?
Yeah, my brother, this is his second year doing it, and I think he was telling me a few weeks ago, though, he just likes kind of staying at the junior high level pretty much, or maybe some JV, but.
Oh, another nice shot.
A little carry there.
His first match last year up in DeWitt, his very first match, he had a wrestler throw a punch at the end of the match.
No.
So that was quite a breaking in period for him.
Welcome to the job.
Good tough ride here by Maes. Golden's got to get some hand control here, get his hips out, hopefully get out here.
Got the wrist cleared. Now get up, get up, get up. It's there. Oh.
He's out. If he's out, he gets those hips out.
Just really critical right now. I mean, being down 7-0, he has got to get this 1 point to get back, get the rhythm.
Now, I was at the Bettendorf Assumption meet doing the announcing and with St. Ambrose head coach Bo Bettinson. And one thing I told Bo, Assumptions, when Coach Pete Bush was there, they were known for that crab ride to the half. And it'll be, I mean, you still see it a little bit, but it'll be interesting to see if that kind of hangs around a little bit.
Right.
Or,
I just saw it last week, I think, on social media where Coach Bush was a guest clinician down at Agogi doing some of the, I'm sure, the crab riding.
Yep. Oh, he's got it right.
There you go. Get those hips up.
Keep swinging it around.
Hook that ankle. He might get the 2 if he can hook it.
Not sure where we're at.
He wants to don't stalemate it. Let it wrestle out.
Oh.
Yeah, I know when I was still coaching, you know, every time we saw Assumption, that was always a week, you know, trying to prepare, get hand control, work on that crab ride. Coach Bush.
Yep, got a quick jump there.
Easier said than done, but
they were good. They were very good at it. 16 seconds left.
So right now, Joey, what are you telling both wrestlers? I mean, we're at a 7-0 going in that third period.
If I'm Assumption, I'm telling Maes, hey, look for, I mean, you got a 7 lead. Don't do anything crazy. Put yourself in danger, but look to score bonus. Bonus is going to be huge, especially giving up 2 forfeits at the heavyweights. And Golden's got to pick his pace up a little bit. He showed he can get to the legs early. He's got to just keep coming through, shoot through the legs, not stop it. And I mean, credit to Maes for getting them in those shin whizzers and stuff, but.
Yeah, hopefully here, Golden, he's got to stay on his offense right here and, you know, for sure keep this from a major, but kind of climb himself back in the match maybe.
There's a good shot. He's got to come up.
You know, something else to think about is, you know, we can't just be looking at this match only because in just over a week, these two are maybe matching up with each other again, right, at the MAC conference.
That's right. This could be, who knows, you know, semifinal or whoever, whatever.
That's one rule I don't think I'll ever get an understanding on is high school out of bounds rules, because
I heard you guys talking about that last week, and
it's,
you know, I agree with you. I almost wish we could go to the college rule with that. You know, I know they have a lot bigger mat, but because of the small mat that we use in high school, that is nice too.
Yeah, definitely that college rule. And you talk to the officials, they all want it too, really, at the high school level. And I think for the fans, you know, if you're a general fan, you want to know. You don't want to, hey, why is it out here and not?
Yep. So we got 30 seconds left, 8-point lead.
Golden's got to go for something.
Yep,
got to get something.
Limp arm out of there.
Yep. Oh, he's got a cradle locked up.
There we go.
He's got it hooked up.
Stay in bounds. Oh, he got 2 though.
He got the 2.
He got the 2. Now this is going to be huge 20 seconds.
All right, what does that put him up now?
9-3, so he got it under a major right now, which is big. He's got to put a tough ride on here last 20 seconds.
20 seconds. You do not want to give up that point. Coach is telling him right now, go that tough ride, finish it out.
This is the point where the typical.
He
he
hooked
just
it up
slapped the
again.
cradle on.
He got it again.
He's got it.
Can he get it? Oh, no.
This is the.
Stay behind.
Oh, you got to give. This is where you're yelling 1, not 2, 1, not 2.
He's got to stuff that head.
Oh, watch.
You got to get his hips.
Nothing
man,
yet.
there's 2.
Dude, gosh.
Gave up a major with the second left. Oh, great match. Wow. How about that, the way to start off the duel for the night?
It's a good match. You know, I'd like Golden being aggressive, but, you know, sometimes you gotta know where you're at the end of those matches.
Especially in a duel setting, you gotta obviously you never get on a kid, hey, way to keep looking and to score, but you got to think of team points, team score there. This will be a
This
could
is
be a good one.
This would be one of after we lost our 220 match. Boy, this has got to be one of the matches of the night here, right? So we got Wild for Assumption versus Gephart, Trace Gephart, state place winner last year for Scott.
And these guys, looking back there, they didn't wrestle at the Battle of Waterloo, so they're kind of first time meeting this year.
Two well put together wrestlers. I know Wild was up at 126 filling in at the beginning of the season when Bass was out. Drops down to 120. Gephart.
Nice shot.
Oh, wow. Dropped in nice on that.
Yeah, you know.
Nice drop it. Did they give him his
Nothing,
two yet?
no, nothing yet.
Nothing yet. Boy, he's hooked
Well,
up.
there's two, I would think.
There's two.
There it is.
I say I've done a decent amount of these and been fortunate to watch do it with North Scott's wrestling team, and I say this every time. People probably annoyed by me saying it, but coaching in the youth circuit, I saw Trace, I think, in 7th grade, and watching him year after year after year. There's a ton of great wrestlers in the Quad City area, but the improvements and he's made as a wrestler are just outstanding. He's always good, but for high school, he's a great high school wrestler now. He's come a long, long ways.
Yeah, fortunate, still helping out, watching him in the room, unbelievable. He's got a motor, like, even every night he's focused and
nice shot.
Just hitting things the way you want. You'd like to have all your kids hitting stuff. And
boy, he drops down to that leg quick. Hasn't got the two yet. Wild's hooking up. As he can keep that locked up, keep his hips up.
And he's going to have to look for back.
Might be near fall. Coach Gelly loving his energy going. He gets excited out there, which is good.
Wow. Coming out strong.
Not sure what they're maybe checking on choice.
And Cadyn Wild, the freshman, he's the same. Watched him probably 5th grade year through now, and he's also he's coming a long way too, and starting to put it together, figure some things out. And
he's well put together for a freshman, man. He moves well, and
he's down 5-1, but he's not. You line up from across from Trace Gephart, top 3 ranked guy in the state, multiple state place winner. It's easy to just back down and kind of not give up, but he's attacking.
There he goes,
coming.
Pull him back in.
I'm very impressed by it. Yeah,
that's out of bounds.
He didn't look like your typical lot of freshmen. Yeah, he's very aggressive. He's not intimidated. He's getting after it.
Back on toeing that line. He's ready to go. Kind of stalking down Gephart, but Gephart has got that incredible drop single. Struck by. A little too far away, setting that one up. Both these guys in our QCA rankings looking really good. Going to be representing well. Wild at 2A. Hopefully we'll see both of these boys out at state and on the podium.
Yeah,
I would not be surprised at all, seeing them both of them on the podium.
This will be when Max in next week or a couple weeks.
Next week.
This will be a pretty good bracket. 120 with you throw in Ayden Nicholas from West and Garrett Evans, which he's not come out on top of any of those top 3 guys, but he fights and he's in there and nice, good, just good chain wrestling.
Wow, excellent job, both guys scrambling.
Great pace, both guys in great condition.
We're 3.5 minutes in. These guys are attacking like it is the first minute yet. Great to see this. See if he can turn around, get them.
Good job getting that knee.
Wild's got to keep that leg. He's going to elevate higher.
Hips high are going to win.
And stop. That's really dangerous.
It's a good little flurry.
them refs don't like seeing them knees getting tweaked, especially at the end of the season like this.
No. I know it drives coaches nuts sometimes, but keep the kids healthy. And
Yep. Live to see another day to battle.
yes.
I'm sure hoping maybe Trey's at the end of the year, next year, hoping some latch on somewhere, college. Be a great 125-pounder for somebody.
Absolutely,
yeah.
He's well put together, short, and just, strong, little powerhouse. But do you think he'll look good in that purple Cornell or Luther?
Well, it's kind of tough these days.
We got a Wartburg supporter here too, I think, right?
Hey, I support all Iowa wrestling.
I don't think he could go wrong anywhere in Iowa.
No, it's nice to see all these programs. I mean, Loris has come a long way. T.J. Miller's done a great job there. And Cornell's doing a great job up there. Oh, watch that shoulder.
Oh, wow, that hurt me.
That's what bothers me a little bit more than the knees. 5-2, just over a minute left.
This match is anyone's match. Gephart's really controlling it, but Wild is not backing down at all. He's coming at him. And then we got to mention our two
nice shot.
incredible coaches we got in our backyard with Bo at St. Ambrose and Tony at Augustana.
Watch that knee.
Wow. For those of you guys that can hear Joey, he's cringing right next to me.
That
Shoot that leg back.
might be two. Pretty close.
That's close.
Got to step over that leg maybe before he's going to get it.
Down to about 25 seconds. Is he going to get it?
God, if I'm Cadyn, you might want to try just a roll through now.
He's going to get in trouble here. Give up back
let
points.
go.
Yep.
Job
Got that little cross face.
he got a leg in there too.
Getting the Turk here.
Oh,
going.
he's holding. He's holding points, and he's holding 2 back points already.
Yep.
Now he's going to get his 3 swipe, but that's big. So this, they scored 3 at the end.
I'm not sure if he. Coach Kelly wants 2 and 2. I don't know if he'll get that, but.
He's going to go up there. He's going to see if he can get it.
Wasn't it 7-2 before the back?
Yeah.
And he didn't get a 3 count?
I don't know if he's saying it was 2 different moves. Not sure what he's.
I thought he would have got a 3 count at the end, but.
Yeah. What did it end up? 9-2?
9-2.
Yeah. I think Coach Kelly might have been looking maybe 2 sets of 2 back points.
I think when he was holding that 2 for the takedown.
Yeah.
I think Chris might have held that just a little long, and people were confused whether that was going to be a back and it was close.
Yeah. So now we got Drew Metcalf for North Scott. And
Derrick Bass.
Yes, good to see him back on the mat.
I know coaching junior high for quite a few years. We saw Bass, and it was nobody wanted to wrestle him. I know that.
And I talked to Bo last week. You want to selfishly see him wrestle because it would have been a good matchup with Jace Luna of Bettendorf, but just wanting the Quad Cities to go out to state and do well.
Right.
Let him heal. Nice little roll through.
Because
I don't think he's had a full healthy state tournament yet in the 2 years he's been in high school.
Yeah, so they've been limited on matches, trying to just feed them enough to keep them fresh and not get them hurt too. There it is, stacking them up.
This is going to be tough. Tough fight now to.
Derrick Bass with the fall. If he's healthy, he's one of the best in the state.
Yeah.
He's fun to watch.
Yeah, quick shout out to one of our sponsors, Spine and Wellness Care, Dr. Darren Campbell. You're looking to get adjusted, please come out to Eldridge, one of the best in the business. Thanks again, Spine and Wellness, chiropractic care.
Great people. Great North Scott. The Campbells, man. Shout out to them. I know they've worked on my neck and back a few times.
Nice
Coming
attack
out
right
quick.
away.
Straley, Cael Straley, the state qualifier last year. He's a senior.
Looking suck
Oh,
back
suck
there.
back. Oh, he got back.
See,
And out of bounds.
that's.
You 2 count out.
I always say I'm not going to say anything about the rest, but I just don't understand the out of bounds rule, and that's not on his. That's not
Right.
on him. That's just the way the rule's set up. So.
Yeah,
Mikey,
I'm
Kersten.
all voting for the college rules.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's just so much easier for the officials and the fans to watch. But
Trying to get new people to come out. If you don't
Yeah,
understand,
the cradle,
nice
that's up
cradle.
again.
gotta get that bottom knee and
Stretching them
slide
out.
out a
He's
little
got
bit.
a lot of time.
There it
There's
is.
the fall.
Nice work out there.
Love seeing Gephart over by our student section, getting them riled up over there. That's kind of Geppy. He's a personality for sure.
Luke Eglin
We got Luke Elgin for North Scott.
and Caleb
Kreinbring,
Kreinbring
yep.
of Assumption.
Elgin, he's a senior. He's kind of been one of those kids that he's been on the JV, you know, for 3 years and waiting to always been behind some pretty tough kids and getting his shot this year and having a nice
slide
season.
by. And he's looking for that cradle right away. That was like the Bettendorf North Scott duel. It was awesome. JV match, 2 JV matches, 1 mat for boy JV, then another one for girls, and it was like every other match on the girls' mat. Cradle, cradle.
Yep, you're gonna see a lot of them tonight, I think.
There you got one hooked up right now. Does he got it hooked up? Oh, you let it go. Hey, we mentioned girls matches. This weekend we have girls state going on. A lot of representative out of North Scott and Bettendorf going to be out there at state tournament. So
I think the MAC should just have a pretty good showing out there. I know PV's got a few, Assumption's got a couple,
yep, I think
and
DeWitt's got 3.
DeWitt.
Yeah, it's unbelievable the amount from that first state
The
tournament.
pictures are crazy.
Yeah, and to what is there, like
They said
700
about
entry?
700 now.
Yep. This year they said this may be the cap off right now. Or I think they did cap off this year. So
They're gonna have to make it a 3-day tournament.
a 3-day tournament, or it's going to have to be like because how many we got in between 3 different groups? I think we're only about 600 on
There's
the
not
men's
a-
wrestling. So
Somebody did the math. I was with my dad. He did the math. It's the boys' state tournament, which is sanctioned, has less competitors than the girls' state does this year.
Really?
Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
so let's get them girls sanctioned, and you know what? Let's have some wrestle offs and see everyone out there at state. So
Which the nice thing about, I mean, obviously when it's sanctioned, but the nice thing about not being sanctioned, everybody can go. They
Right.
can send as
Yep.
many as they want. So everybody gets to go compete, but obviously
and get the feel of that nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice arena in Corville. So
still
That
you have
is,
to be
that-
there.
That was nice, the NWCA last year for the D3s
Oh, yeah.
having that tournament out there. That is a very nice arena.
Putting a ride on here.
yeah, good ride
Oh,
here. We
short
got
time.
segment
Short
time.
cleared.
Hang on.
He gets
Drop
cleared
down to a
out.
leg.
Oh,
Oh.
give up to 1 with 2 seconds.
You hate to see that, you know.
Good fight out of Kreinbring there.
That's a point that
Boy, he worked hard getting them. Yep.
I talked about probably too much for people's liking. The Bettendorf North Scott duel. North Scott did a fantastic job, and the especially what paper toss-up matches, scoring points at the end or riding them out at the end. It's just, I mean, you ride somebody out at the end, they're almost out. You put them back down. I think it was a 138-pound match. This
with Elgin.
Elgin got a couple back points at the end of the first period, rode them out, got away. It's
Right.
just for yourself, but then your opponent's like, crap.
But you always
That's-
hear a lot of like the college coaches, you know, really preaching about that, always finishing periods
Yep.
on top, you know, or and there's a case right there where you're giving up. You hope that point doesn't come back and bite you
Yeah.
later
Yep.
in the match.
Now we're getting back out here. Before we get the action going, once again, thank you to another one of our sponsors, GT Sports. All of our apparel by QCA Russell is made by GT Sports.
Good
Excellent
name.
people, and if you're looking for any sporting event or equipment, it's a great place to look. So
Good explosive stand-up off the whistle. That's another. Maybe I'll have him
that was a quick one.
come show my youth wrestlers that because they don't like to listen to me. Exploding off the whistle.
He did a nice job and then clearing out the hands right away. So
A nice
Wasn't
shot
a
by
double.
Elgin.
Keep him in
He
bounds.
got two.
Yeah, he
Oh, he
got
did
two.
get two.
He got it.
Did you get it?
Yep.
I like
right.
the way Elgin was moving his feet
Yep.
and setting things up. And
He's going to cut him.
He wants to go stand up today. Probably didn't want to put in all that work and give up the one at the end.
Yeah.
So.
got to get to the corner there. And get,
Yep. Good job clearing, though.
I'm not sure. Is this the Kreinbring
Oh, nice leg attack there.
has an older brother that wrestles for
Yep.
Co?
Yep.
I believe.
Cole
Oh, is it?
Kreinbring, I believe it is. Yep. Having quite a season.
He's gonna keep him in bounds.
Got it.
Oh,
Not going
no
to give it
points.
to him.
But you know
That
what?
was
That you're close. You
Yep.
about had it. You're in the middle of the mat. You probably finished that. That's,
Right. Mat awareness
Yep.
a little bit, knowing
Yeah.
you're on the edge. You got to.
And you need little things like that to start changing the tempo of this match, too. I mean, he's in there fighting. You know, I haven't seen one person really give up out there yet today. These guys are just battling.
Yeah, this is great. Great atmosphere.
Nice dropping. That's a good finish.
Yeah.
Not many options when you're up in the air.
No, that was textbook on it.
Nice hard crossface.
And he's a long, lanky 38-pounder.
Nice knee
I'm
slide.
obviously biased, but nothing better than wrestling in the pit under the lights. You know.
There's not many better experiences than wrestling. I mean, wrestling at Bettendorf, wrestling Norskott, wrestling Assumption.
Those big
Just
meets.
awesome. We had people, I mean, some college coaches at those meets because obviously there's guys that everybody's recruiting. And I remember the late Coach Giroux from Cornell, one time, he was out here my senior year.
Yep.
He said, I think this is more fans than we've ever had at a dual meet.
Yeah, there's been some great
Great
meets over the years. You know, at your guys' play. I mean,
Yeah.
but under the lights here, it's a special place.
It gets loud. It gets very loud here.
We got a good crowd looking out here today.
I think one thing here about here too, your wrestling room is hot. It gets hot. I'm coming out here for club wrestling, and it was always just hot.
Yeah, I remember before districts, one time working out, we worked out at Assumption. Now, talk about a room that was hot.
That gets hot.
Pete, he loved it really hot, you know, and our guys that come out of there, you know, not used to that hot. And
Their room also gets very hot.
yeah, but great experience and working through a little adversity sometimes.
Yeah. That's the nice thing about Assumption being, I mean, it's awesome competing against them because they're great, always have good wrestlers. But then after MAC, they're not in competition anymore.
Right.
You can go over there and get workouts with different partners. And
I know you guys have done that
Yeah.
quite a few times.
And you see a lot of these kids, I mean, they've grown up together. I mean,
Yep.
between Agogi, Young Guns, now the Shed, you know,
Right.
plenty other places
oh, he's
to
got
train.
this locked up. It looks, nope.
Yep, stretch it out. But
Oh, third period.
these guys have wrestled probably together, most of these kids since they're 5 years old. So
Coach Kreider, 7-2 with a minute 10 left. Are you letting
We got to
him
look for some
ride?
back points here, maybe. You know, if he feels confident, he can turn him. Otherwise, yeah, he's looking good on his feet. I've always kind of been a guy, I like to see guys wrestle on their feet a little
Yeah.
bit, but, you know,
He's come close. I mean, he's getting the locks getting locks, but
I like, yeah, at this point, I would think about maybe letting him go unless he can get a quick tilt here or something. There he goes. He's going to have to
There
get
we
2 takedowns here.
36 seconds to get it done. Kreinbring knows he's got to protect that. Got a little bit
He's
of
got
headbutt
time if he can get a good setup here and get in deep. Might get a stall call here. There it is.
There it is.
Can't back straight out.
Now Elgin's got to get up to the line and be ready to go right off the whistle. Got to be attacking, going forward.
These are points you can't be leaving on the board. So don't look like he's going to get it. We're down to about 12 seconds.
Nope. There's it.
Okay, go turn.
It's going to be a little bit too late, but good at some good shots.
Yep.
Good match.
Another 9-3 victory for the Lancers.
Hey guys, I got a comment from someone who missed the introductions. They want to know who's the third commentator with Jay and Eugene.
Oh.
So, I mean, I hate to.
Nobody.
Just a nobody. That's what I wanted to comment back.
It's
so
a
I
Hall of
figured-
Famer, Joey Trezino.
Boy, I'm honored to be around both of you guys. Yeah, here you're getting your awards right there, and your family name with Kreiders, and I got Mr. Joey Trezino to my left.
This will be a good one.
Yeah, this will be an interesting match. You know, Ayden Cary.
Now this Ayden Cary, man,
And Michael Macias. Ayden Cary came out against Dustin Bourne and got the first 2 takedowns.
The first 2 takedowns, and he has got just a wicked drop down. And
This
he's
got a tough
hooked it
cradle.
up. He got it hooked up.
This is tight.
Oh,
This is where you want to.
oh, he's not in. He gets a fall.
We're back on 27 seconds from reception, Michael Macias.
You don't.
Man, I've always been impressed, though, with Macias.
Yeah.
He's a tough hombre.
He's funky. I mean, against Dustin Bourne, the first 5 seconds tried to whip a headlock.
Yeah.
Missed the head. And
I think that might have been a little premature on his part, but hey, here's a kid I've been really liking watching him grow up, Mr. Peyton Westlin.
Yeah, it's amazing how much he's grown.
He's always been taller than I have at 113.
I don't think he got taller than you till he was maybe 113 or last year, because all of a sudden I went and visited him, like I didn't recognize him the first time I saw him.
And Colton Pilgrim of Assumption.
Yep. And I've watched Pilgrim a couple matches, and man, this
Nice
kid's
shot.
tough too. So going
Oh,
funk,
got to get
going
Turk
funk,
in there if he can.
going
Nice
funk.
roll through. You got to come up now.
Gotta
Don't
come
sit.
up with it. Westlin
Oh.
should know the. You gonna try to refunk him?
Ooh, this
Looking
is
for the
nothing,
leg. He's going
got
refunk.
it.
Oh, watch
Got
that
it.
knee coming out.
Ow, ow,
Oh,
ow.
Oh, I'm surprised they're letting it go.
Yeah.
Yep. This is a good scramble.
Great scramble.
Westlin looked like
Back
he had
on
him
it.
dead to rights.
There's nothing here yet. Nothing here. Both guys
Good
fighting.
hips.
Oh,
Oh.
Good
lost it.
hips. He's just so dang long.
I'll tell you what, you guys are cringing. I'm 24 and I'm cringing too. That was not fun to watch.
Yeah,
Oh, that's close. He's still under that one leg.
it's getting close. He might lock up this
There's
cradle
the other
now.
two. He's got
I
locked
say
up.
that's what you got to be careful against a guy as long as Peyton is hanging
Yeah.
on too long, because then you don't want to give up the 2, but then you're putting yourself in danger of letting him lock up a cradle or something on top.
Pilgrim.
He's pretty
Pilgrim's well
funky.
put together as well. I mean, he's pretty linky, but
Yeah.
Peyton is very tall for this weight class.
Power half. Something I've noticed watching Peyton a few times this year is kind of got a nice little duck on her now.
Yeah.
It's something to his arsenal. And
He's the type of kid, he puts a lot of time into it in the off season and puts in his time. So, but yeah, adding a little bit to what he's had, for some years, but been a little dinged up here of late, but good to see him back out there. And
We were fortunate enough. We got Peyton on our QCA Clash to start off the season. An incredible match. Anyone that remembers that between him and Montez. Them two battled it out to the last second. 1-point match all the way through. Incredible match.
Yeah, Westlin's another kid. Like, man, I'd love to see him go wrestle somewhere, you know, in college.
Nice.
There it is,
There
right
it
there.
is.
Wow.
You called it, Joey.
He's got that leg hook too.
Not sure if that's in the plans or not, but
Oh, I don't think I hang on to that. Yep.
there he goes. Gonna maybe try to get it over to. Very tough on top. He's always been really tough on top if he turning guys. Pilgrim's doing a good job though. He's
Yeah.
wrestling solid.
Instead of just stalling red. Ooh, that was mean.
Nice breakdown. Stop him. Yep.
That looked like
That's-
something like Coach Nagel would, Ben Nagel would probably do, you know, right there. Probably.
And I don't know Peyton too well, but that seems a little uncharacteristic out of him.
Yeah.
Got a little frustrated.
Sometimes
Pilgrim.
you see it I've seen it in the practice room a little bit. Sometimes a little frustrated and stuff, and which you don't mind a little bit as long as it doesn't.
You're not hurting anybody.
Yeah.
There he's hot.
You got it hooked up.
There's a cradle.
Pilgrim's got to fight hands right away.
Pilgrim's blocking that leg off. Oh, we got her.
Pretty tight. You got a lot of time here.
And he got it. Crowd going wild there. I know if Tim Hernandez is out here, he'll probably be able to answer this question, but we were just talking about the Trevino family. How many Trevino family members don a Hawkeye singlet?
My uncle, Scott, my dad, and my brother all wrestled on the Carver gym floor.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I just found something out. Coach Kreider told me my uncle Scott in 1970
Somewhere in the late 70s. Yeah.
wrestled in the pit.
Oh, really?
The Iowa came down and
Yeah, I was
wrestled.
in elementary school, and Iowa wrestled Northwestern here in the pit in the late 70s. Remember coming? I have their
Yep.
autograph somewhere
Yep.
at home.
I remember they used to do it. Alan Catour, go into business here, the man in the mask.
It's another good kid. Like watching him wrestle. Alan Catour,
Catour, yes.
Assumption, and Dylan Marti of North Scott. Selfishly, I was hoping Catour might. Is it
Go
how
up
do you say
wrestle
it?
Madden?
Yeah, bump up and wrestle Madden, or
Yeah.
or Westlin, Peyton bump up and wrestle Allen.
Yeah. This Marti, very solid kid, junior, and was hurt his freshman year. Didn't wrestle at all his whole freshman year, but had a pretty solid junior high and little kids club career, and he's really grown a lot. You know, he's putting on some meat, but I think he's a kid, you know, that I don't know if we'll see it tonight with, you know, Catour. He's pretty solid, but I would look for big things from Marti here down the road. I think he's one of those kids that could surprise some people down the stretch here.
Well put together, and you know what? You know, some of the times these matches get out of hand, but
Crowd getting into a little bit.
Yep. Sometimes these matches may get, you know, point-wise out of hand, but you know, this is a good match for him to gauge and say, hey, what do I need to do to get to that next level, or to see what that next caliber of wrestling where he wants to be. You know.
Yeah, you draw. You go. Oh, sorry.
You just want to see him scrap. Yeah, get in there and battle with a tough
Right.
guy like Catour.
You go back to the 26-pound match. Guy like Trace Gephart, a senior, well established, and Cadyn Wild, a freshman coming in, and
Very
come and
impressive.
scrap. Just see where you're at. Yeah, go attack and.
I mean, he's in. It's still a 4-1 match at the end of the first period, so by no means, don't count him out.
That's the beautiful thing about wrestling. All you need is a couple seconds.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to our coaches here. Great guys, you know. Coach Kelly's done a great job, you know, and got Kyle Billups, former North Scott. But Coach Kelly, a 3-time state champ. Charles City, but Kyle Billups was a ex-North Scott. Coach D, Coach Dennison, been around a long time.
He's a staple.
He's a staple. You know, kind of been in charge of our JV for years, you know, kind of running the show. And Coach Nagel, former North Scott guy. Joe Pankratz now has been on staff for a few years, North Scott guy. And so.
Funny story, youth wrestling, me and Ben Nagel and Tyler Swope, if you remember him from Assumption.
He's got that Turk
So this just shows you how much I did not grow. We used to wrestle each other almost every weekend at youth tournaments. Yeah, North Scott always has a great coaching staff, and they.
Turk's digging for that shoulder. He
Go-
gets that
they-
shoulder.
they do-
There it
Oh,
goes.
he's got to crawl. Marty's got to try to crawl forward here, get out of that Turk. He's fighting. I don't think he's counted yet, but there he goes.
Good.
And that's like
Good
right
fight.
what I'm talking about right there. You know, you get in a tough situation, try to battle out of that.
Minute left. Yep, he's going to go for another takedown.
Now here's Marty's just got to keep solid position. You know, Catour's coming after him, and got to be ready on the whistle right here. Nice. Not clear out of there.
Yeah, you got to. This is.
Don't hang in the tie here, but.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
Oh, no. Good
Nice
job rolling
dresser
through.
dump on there.
Yeah, that front headlock position's. It's not hard, it's not easy for either position. It's hard. You got to fight. And a lot of people just like to sit there.
Hang out. Yeah.
Yep. Hope for a stalemate.
I like Catour right here. You know, he's getting a little physical. He's, you know, Marty's got to raise his level here a little bit. He's got to get after him.
Even if you're better on top, you're noticed to be better than some. It's hard to turn somebody that's strong.
Right.
You get a couple more takedowns, let them go, take them down, gets them tired, and confidence-wise, the confidence sometimes goes down and makes turning easier.
Yeah, get that little bit. Kind of break the guy a little bit.
I hope he's going to run out of time.
Yep. No points, though. Stayed vertical through it.
Well, this is definitely gut check time for Marty.
Yep.
You know, how's he want to finish this match? Kind of getting handled a little bit, but
I'm impressed though with him. I mean, I'm calling Catour a top three, maybe going to take the title this year at 2A. So, he's holding his own.
Yeah, that's the thing I like about Dylan. He's a competitor.
Yeah, he's getting a little big brothered here, but for the most part, he ain't getting pushed around too much. And there he goes.
Now here,
That's a good. He just wrestles through the position.
Right.
And that's experience. That's feel. Confidence.
Just like you were saying, Marty got in that front headlock, but he was content just to kind of hang out there instead of looking to score. And Catour's seasoned guy's not going to let that happen. He's going to keep wrestling. Catour's got the major right now, but I'm sure he's looking for more.
Yep.
They're going to need more since they're giving up them two top weights.
Yep.
Every point's going to be critical, and I'm sure that's why he was getting aggravated, because he wasn't able to open up that score like he wanted to.
Your North Scott coaches, you're trying to tell Dylan, don't get out of position, but we need one.
Right. Let's take this away from a. I wouldn't be surprised they let him go, but I don't know. We'll see.
He breaks out a decision out of this. That's huge, and he's going to cut him.
And like you were saying, sometimes letting him up, you can kind of work into something else.
He just tried a little bull rush coming around front, a little whip over.
Watch out for a little cow catcher type
get that hand off
action
the
here.
chin. Looks like he's clearing it out. Clear it out. Stand up.
I was going to say, Catour's got to be careful there because no time and position.
This is where Marty, he's got to know the score. He's got to know, hey, at 1 point, I can get out here, save our team a team point here.
9 seconds. This is one little flurry.
I'm a little surprised maybe the Catour didn't let him go, but
Yeah.
I mean, he.
You know what? I can see. You can see he's not happy with what that. So.
I don't know exactly what's going on with the face mask, but something's going on from maybe this weekend.
I think he got a little damaged up in the duel against Bettendorf. Might have took a head to the chin. So
Those things are never fun to wrestle.
Heck
no, not at all.
Yeah.
Kills on your vision. So who do we got wrestling now? Both sides.
Well, we got Seth Madden for North Scott, coming off a good showing at Solon. Probably overall, the toughest weight class at Solon. And he got second. He lost to the number 3 ranked guy from Lisbon, 2-1 match.
Nice shot.
But beat a couple ranked guys.
That's
Pretty
a little
handily.
salty on the edge there.
Chase Diaz of Assumption.
But Madden's a junior. He was a state qualifier last year. Having a great year. I think, definitely a guy that could get on that podium this year.
He wasn't one I was too familiar with when I first saw him wrestle, but a couple years ago, and very impressive. Well put together.
Yeah, just a solid kid and great hard working, puts in the time, and, wrestling's important to him. So he does everything the right way.
Watching Chase Diaz with the Bettendorf duel, this is a little, stall call.
Yep. Can't be going playing that edge all the time.
One thing we and Bo talked about with Chase, he does a good job hand fighting. In this match, he's getting a little outmatched there and backing up, but he's got to find a way to get to legs. And now he's got to find a way to circle in.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I really like about Matt. He's usually a guy straight, he's going forward. He's looking to score, but he's.
Oh. Yeah, these guys are going to have some scuffed up foreheads. Nice shot.
Nice.
That's a
There you
beautiful.
go.
Now this is a big 20-second ride out. Yeah, that Solon tournament ended up being pretty darn tough.
with Waverly ended up, they had a meet canceled, so they ended up being there and kind of, won the tournament pretty handily, but North Scott, we ended up getting second. Lisbon was third. I think Lisbon's ranked second in 1A. They got a pretty solid team again, and they'll be right in there in 1A, probably for a title.
Don
so
Bosco.
yeah,
I say Waverly's team this year is just
unbelievable.
pretty locked and loaded every way.
Yeah, that's going to be probably a pretty good battle with him and Southeast Polk probably. I suppose we'll know a lot more about Southeast Polk this weekend at Urbandale.
Yep. I didn't get to see the last rankings. Where's North Scott? Are they in the rankings for the team?
In Iowa, the coaches, the duel, I think we're 9th. Individual, I think we might be 8th, maybe, somewhere around there.
There's kind of
Diaz
is coming forward a little bit more now.
He's looks like a pretty solid 70-pounder. He's
2 juniors.
Man's got to stay on
Nice
his
little
attacks.
shot. That's
There
a nice
he
little
goes.
high crotch.
I wouldn't mind seeing Madden cut him loose here. About a minute to go. Just looking pretty solid on his feet. And Diaz is doing a pretty good job on the bottom.
And you got a stall call in your back pocket too on Diaz already.
Yep.
Right. And it looks like, Coach Kelly wants him up on his feet. Well, it looks, but looks like Seth wants to maybe try to ride him, see if he can get a turn out of this.
Yeah, we got a caution on both jumping.
He's got that high crotch twice. Oh, there he goes.
Yep, now he's
See him.
Not the best. Yeah, coach is probably right on that.
I mean, now if he lets him go, he's got to get on the attack.
There
you
it
go.
is.
I'd let him go again.
More times.
Yeah,
Yep,
there he goes.
is. See that confidence right there.
Right.
Two nice high crotches in a matter of 10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, and a lot of times they end up leading into pins.
Yeah.
Later on, or
see, Coach Jobjan of Assumption telling Chase, can't extend that, keep that arm straight. You got to keep it bent a little bit because he's popping you every time.
Yep, little post high C.
It's nice to see Coach Jobjan in the high school room. He's done good things in the youth program over there, and
yes,
now he's able to help out of the high school.
It's hard to believe it was a year ago. It was me and him sitting, or doing the broadcast, and now he's down coaching on the mat. And you know, I remember those guys back. He was part of that start of the Assumption dynasty there, you know, in the 90s. Coach King, and he was a big part of that, and Coach Alvarez. You know, we had a guy by the name of Sean Stender, who was, you know, actually Division I national runner-up and 3-time All-American for UNI, but I believe Coach Alvarez beat him once in high school. Really good match. Used to have some good battles.
That's second caution, isn't it?
I think they both got
they both had
one, or
before
maybe that might be a third one. I don't know. The fourth period.
Let's see what Madden wants to do here. If he right now, I'd like to see him just let him loose here. Go for that major. There it is.
Nice.
Oh, ran out of real estate.
I wouldn't be surprised. There's Jobjan telling him again. I wouldn't be surprised if 1 or 2 more shots, there's another stall call.
Now, was Jobjan and Landon Williams together at?
No, they would have been, Landon would have been a lot younger.
Okay.
Yeah, Landon was in the early
Landon
2000s.
Williams?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was my age.
Yeah.
There's a stall call. Yep. Stall call 1.
Now he's going to need a couple takedowns here, or else a takedown in a turn.
Yep.
But Madden needs to just keep pressing the pace here. Maybe get another stall call too. I'd like to see him really, you know, he's going that high C. It's there. But I'd like to see him maybe hit something to the outside on the other leg. But I'm impressed with Diaz. He's still in there battling hard.
Doing a good job controlling ties, getting to an underhook.
Yeah, kind of slowing him up a little bit.
Yep, making him not taking offensive attacks, but making himself look busy.
Now Diaz is doing a good job of pushing it.
Yep.
Nice snap.
Man needs to, you know, go back. He needs to be pushing the pace, going forward. Right now, at that whistle, he should be on him right now.
Yep.
Attacking.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Better open it up.
No offensive attacks, but he's
gonna get dinged here.
Getting busy with hand fighting in the third period for Diaz.
Is he gassing out on us a little bit, or?
There's a match where, hey, you want to finish the right way.
Yeah.
You know.
There's this good snap.
It's like 8-3, 8-3.
And one thing too is some of these guys, or just any wrestler, you spend a lot of time on top trying to turn. That can be tiring.
Right.
You waste energy not scoring points.
Yeah, definitely.
From Assumption, Johnny Argo.
Where you could be out, maybe on your feet, scoring some points and building on that lead.
if there's,
Well, finally, I think this might be the last Argo, isn't it?
I think so.
Maybe, I don't know.
Until they start.
If it is.
Well, Tommy has a couple boys, but they moved up to Minnesota, so.
Okay.
But yeah, if there's ever a staple to a team or program, the Argo family is a staple to Assumption.
Yeah, and what a great family.
Yes, I see Dad up there in the stands across from us.
Yep, I can see him up there too. Yeah, I'm sure he's enjoying retirement.
Yeah.
From baseball a little bit, but man, he's had a lot of fun watching the Argo boys over the years. But they've always been a class act.
Yes.
Now, he's going to be playing football in college? Is that what?
I have not heard what he's doing.
Nice.
This is Ryan Campbell for North Scott.
Yeah.
He's a senior. Another kid that's been on the JV for years and finally getting his opportunity this year. And
he looks identical to his older brother.
Yeah.
I talked at the Bettendorf North Scott duel. We're looking back at his brother wrestling Bradley Hill and that Tim Nimley of Muscatine, and those three always battled and were fun to watch wrestle each other.
Oh yeah, those were some great
that
matches.
Tim Nimley was put together. He's playing football, I believe, right? Yep.
Somewhere at Grandview.
Grandview.
Maybe?
Him and their heavyweight. I forgot his name.
Yeah, Toga or.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
That was the coolest story at the state tournament that year when he became a U.S. citizen and almost missed his match.
Yeah, Campbell's, I think he's looking at maybe playing football possibly next year too. He had a great football season. And maybe, or baseball. He's a really good baseball player too. Kind of one of those three-sport guys that, been a great guy in the program. Great family. Their whole family's been for a long time supportive in our youth club, and Trish has been unbelievable with some fundraising
and a sponsor of QCA Wrestle.
Yes. And keeping our wrestlers healthy and coaches.
I heard them coaches are pretty hard too on the knees.
Yeah, watching some of those guys twisting their knees, I don't know, that's not gonna.
I tell people now, there's some tournaments that you coach at. I'm more tired after those than I was after I wrestled. Because you have how many kids you're worrying about. You're not just losing one or two matches. You're losing a lot more matches because you're coaching. And
right.
When you're wrestling, it's just you're worrying about yourself.
Well, let's see what Argo here.
Argo's going to have to try. Yep, he's going to have to pick that up.
Look where he's at in the mat, though.
Yep, you're like you talked about before. He needs to get him.
There he goes.
There it is. Campbell's got to build up right now.
Exactly. Campbell. Yeah. Once you get taken down, you got to start moving.
Yeah, he could keep himself in the match here if he can build up and get after it right away.
Yeah, and he's well put together too. So I mean.
I'm gonna say both these guys, if they had 1 or 2 years left, could fill out to be 95, 220 pounders.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. And if they both go on to be football studs, I believe they both will be. It'll be fun to see what they look like after a coach gets their hands in the weight room for a year.
Big restart for Campbell here. 36 seconds. 5.2 is a lot different than a 5.1 third period.
Yep, he's got to get something here if he wants to put himself in a good position that third period. Yeah, he's got hands if he can get his hips away.
There you go. Good job.
Nice job.
25 seconds.
Now,
he's got to pick his most.
Now, if he can get a takedown here, boom, you're really back in this match. But
yeah.
Argo, he's probably thinking about, hey, I need to keep adding on the lead here. But is he going to be content here, maybe just let this period?
Both the guys picking up their pace a little bit on their feet with their hand fighting.
Yeah,
I
really
like Campbell's choice. That's a huge escape there.
See if he can get up and out of here quick and put himself in a chance to maybe tie this match up.
Not your typical
Oh,
good mat return.
Pop right back up. You gotta pop right back up.
He doesn't. Yeah, he's not your typical exploding up, stand up, kind of a slow, methodical one. But the one escape he got hand control and worked his way up to his feet.
I would guess, you know, Argo's probably one of the favorites at the MAC, or at least
82.
potentially probably. I'm
Yeah.
not sure of all the guys in the MAC there at 182, but he's got to be right up there.
Yeah.
So I think Campbell, right now he's got to come up. There he goes. Get his hips away. Don't let him push you off.
And
good.
Got
All right,
plenty
now
of time for both guys to keep scoring.
Campbell's got to get his feet moving.
Oh, he got big.
chance to
Circle
get these
back
lungs
in.
made
Circle
up.
him back in.
Minute 5 left.
See if he. I'm sure the coaches for Argo probably want to, you know, let's get one,
Yeah.
put this maybe away, but
Well, re-attack there. He's got a nice little slide by. Oh, there it was.
Oh.
Nice little elbow pass.
see if Campbell gets some offense going here. 30 seconds.
Go back.
Coach Bowman over there. I forgot to mention Coach Bowman. Coach Roman over there. Coach Shepard on staff too. Nice to have Mitch
Yeah, it's good to have him back in the
room
Quad
there.
Cities. Yeah, the Bet North Scott duel last year, I was sitting next to him. That was fun.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, kind of rushed the shot, but
Had to try something,
Yeah.
but
Hey, really quick, if anyone's out there, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You got the one? Nope. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel on QCA Russell. That is going to give us the opportunity. If we hit 1,000 viewers on our YouTube channel, we will be able to bring to you live via our iPhones all the state action. We're only a couple weeks away from the state action, so
yeah, it's getting close.
and we are really close on our numbers. I think we're like 180 and change from hitting that number. So
Wow.
if you're out there viewing, you got friends, please get everyone to subscribe, because every last viewer is going to count, and that 1,000 is going to make a big
nice
difference.
little,
Nice, about to
nice
go
little knee
Chris
tap,
here.
run through it. Ref almost went down with an injury. AJ Peterson, North Scott, and Rhett Schaefer of Assumption.
And AJ is sporting that mullet.
Yeah, he's
Looking good,
loving
right?
that mullet. Yeah. I don't know if, you know, his dad's liking it. Maybe, I don't know, but
Oh, does he got a call? He had a cradle hooked up.
I'm sure his dad probably had one in his day.
I bet so. Oh, he does. He's got it. That's tight. That is tight.
He's got a lot of time left, too.
A minute and a half.
Oh, he raised his hand. I thought if you raised
Yeah,
your hand, there was a pin.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing with AJ. You know, he gets that cradle locked up. I've seen him pin a lot of good kids with that cradle. So.
And he's only a junior, we were
He's
seeing
a
too,
junior.
right? Oh my gosh! So we got
Yes.
another year of him. Great.
He's one of the.
These next two North Scott guys we've seen forfeits are
They're
juniors,
both juniors too.
big boys too.
Yep. It's good to see this guy back on the mat again.
You know, that's a cool thing to watch for me, you know, coaching junior high. Both Schneckloth and Borchers are guys that never wrestled till 7th grade, you know, and now to see them having some good success and really get in there with Coach Kelly and Coach Nagel and Roman, those guys working with those guys. But they're great football guys, you know, like they're staple of our football team, but staple of our upper weights. Nice shot by Ulloa.
Nice.
Now last match, Pilgrim pinned Ulloa last time they met in the Battle of Waterloo. So this could be a battle here.
Oh, nice.
Right
Just
back
got a
in
little
on
bit
the
bow shot at
single.
the same time. He got a little lower. Yeah, definitely different body types here. Oh, pop your hips
gets
in.
hips under. And Ulloa wearing the pink headgear. That's.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had a pink headgear, but
there's a nice re-attack right off an escape. He's locked around the. Oh.
Nice reversal.
Remember, I don't know why I remember this. A kid in middle school wore a shirt. Tough guys wear pink.
All right, get his hips away again. Not.
No,
Lots of action.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
126 subscribers away from 1,000.
Oh my gosh.
Geez.
Come on, everyone.
Get him there.
Let's get him here today. So it's not wasting no time. We got a short time to get there. A long ways to go. Short time to get there.
Great content
Yeah.
you guys put out there, man. I know. God bless your wives. You know, I know the way with coaching, you gotta have special ladies, wives with coaches. But with you guys, as much as you guys put out there.
Well, now that I'm an empty nester, I think my wife's happy that we have another hobby. So.
All right, there you go.
Bryce, his wife may be saying something different right now with that young infant at home, right?
True, little 1-year-old.
Now, those of you who don't know Bryce, he is the brains behind the operation here. And he is a basketball player, but I think we may be able to get his son changed over to wrestling here if we keep working him over here. But
it seems like he's really. This is only my second time I met Bryce, but he seems like he loves wrestling.
I'm into it. I tried to explain some rules to my wife, and she's like, just stop. I don't care. Like, well, you're going to have to care in 14 years.
Yeah,
so.
there we go. Oh, nice job.
Oh, watch the knee there. Watch the knee.
And even coming out now, past outside.
Oh, now the other one.
Yeah, you're not in the right position.
Oh, these young kids are flexible. Oi. He's working to hook up a cradle.
Pilgrim's so long.
Yes, he is.
He got it hooked. He's got it locked up.
Ulloa's got to try to get big here.
Yep. Get big and fight them hands. There you go. He broke your grip. Tight 4-4 match. Well, you want to end it.
There you go.
Oh, stay up on your feet.
Oh.
He's got that tight waist.
It's kind of, Ulloa's been, he's our only 106 pounder.
Oh, wow.
So he's kind of got, as a freshman, had to go through a lot of growing pains and thrown into, but he's done a great job.
Yep.
Really hard worker, strong kid, great attitude. But it's tough. It's tough, especially with a lot of the tournaments. I know you guys, the Clash and Donnybrook and Council Bluffs.
And both these teams have went after the best this year. I mean, they're not.
So his record might not.
Yeah. Stay up.
Oh, it's a good job by Pilgrim being scrappy there.
Know where you're at.
A big 20 seconds.
Let's see if you want to get some movement here off the whistle.
Yep, really, you got to get this one. 4-4 match. Like to have that going in that third period.
Now he's got to go put a couple, 2-3 moves together to get out of there. You see that a lot with guys. They one move and stop, and instead of putting chain wrestling.
Tell them if you work hard for 20 seconds, you're going to get out, and life's a lot easier.
There you go.
Third period. You try to ride him for a little bit. You cut him and go for. I mean, he's a lot of success on his feet.
I think they'll probably try to ride him a little bit, but I think if he gets in a position, maybe give up the one and like here, maybe just cut him.
Yeah, don't take that stock off.
But
Pilgrim does a good job.
Nice job.
Back in on takedown.
Nothing yet.
Square up. That's a really nice job.
Oh, he's going to cut him. Wow.
All right, come on, Ulloa. This is where he's got to,
Yep.
you know, you got to.
One takedown ties it. He can get there.
Dig deep, get back in there.
He's got to get back to those shots and finish fast.
Yeah.
Kind of same thing, you know, how do you want to finish this? You know, win or lose.
Oh, no. Nice job by Pilgrim coming back strong here.
Yeah, he did a good, well, besides that one, his other 2 takedowns, after an escape, immediately back in on the legs.
Yeah, he is impressed with that pillar. He's a long, strong,
Yeah.
lean,
Oh, he's,
like you say, two totally different. Ulloa's built like a Trezino. I don't know if he's got a little Trezino in him.
But, you know, he has made adjustments since last time they met. He's got another
what was
week.
the pin in 4 minutes?
Yeah, last night 4 minutes 19 seconds. So it's been a good. Like to see Ulloa here finish this match the right way.
You know
Get
what?
his head off the mat, get up.
Both guys Ulloa finished the match. I don't know how the first match ended before the pin, but 2 takedowns. So that's
Right.
a good thing. And for Pilgrim, yeah, you pinned him last time. You faced adversity and you overcame it. So there's.
You got to swim out of that.
Exactly.
Oh, he's got that leg in.
It's easier to, when you're not competing, it's easier to find positives on both sides.
Right.
When you're wrestling, you lose. It's just crap, like whatever. But when you're coaching, you obviously know this. You've been doing it for how long? That's something I've had to learn. Okay, every time, win or lose, you got to find a positive.
Positive, yes. Definitely, I mean, and there's times where it's hard to find.
Yeah.
But you're right. You gotta, you know, you gotta find 1 or 2 things that you liked, and that was a great duel.
It was a lot of good matches.
You know, I mean, unfortunately, you know, Assumption wasn't full strength, but you know, I was talking to Ben, you know, before the meet, and you know, he said, we were saying, you know, like, it should be a pretty good meet, and he goes, yeah, you know, it should. Last year, kind of thought it was too, but we kind of took it to them last year, you know, but I think this year it was, you know, this was a great meet.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, even though, I mean, the score, but Assumption missing 2 weights, that probably would have made, you know, it would have even been even more exciting.
Yeah, anything can happen in those matches, and even this individual. That's the great thing about wrestling. The duel score could have been 50-0, but you say it's still a good duel. I mean, you had the 120 Gephart and Wild. It was a 9-2, 9-3 match, but it was exciting.
Right.
Both guys came out and battled, and it was fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I mean, I was impressed by, you know, both teams.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm a little biased because I'm still helping out a little bit, but I was really impressed with how Assumption competed, you know, and I knew they would. You know, their coaches they got great coaches and a great program, a great tradition, but you know, in all their matches, I didn't see one guy for either team lay down,
Nope.
and even when they were down, they kept battling the whole time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I think Coach Alvarez will do a lot of good things at Assumption, and
I do too.
bring them back to. I mean, they're even the past couple of years, they're always right around a trophy team, always at state duels, doing good things. But their goal is never to get a trophy; it's always to win.
Right, and those guys were both part of state championship teams, so they know what it takes. They both wrestled at the collegiate level and were very successful, so they know everything, what they need to do and where it needs to go. But hey, Coach Grothis there's a legend,
staple.
Assumption legend. Yeah, Ed Grothis and.
What?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I just need one of your headsets. That's
Yep. Yeah. So.
He can use mine if he.
Yeah, I think the MAC tournament. I think if Assumption's full feet, they're definitely in there for the team race. I still think they'll be up there, but I probably Bettendorf, North Scott, a little bit more now if they're not full feet, but
Right.
there's going to be a lot of brackets where it's going to be interesting. I mean, 95, you got Bradley Hill, A.J. Peterson, and Cade Sheedy. 120 we talked about. Trace Gephart's obviously the clear-cut favorite, but you got Caden Wild, a freshman, Ayden Nicholas, an established guy, and Garrett Evans all there battling. And
Well, I tell you what, I mean, watching that, betting on those all their young guys mixed in with those veteran guys and Luna, and
yeah,
there's going to be a lot of guys on that podium.
you see a difference now when freshmen are coming into high school. They're competing so much more at youth level. Now they're coming in they're competing at Wells Fargo for AAU state, so it's not a new arena. They're competing more, and you're seeing more and more freshmen coming in there, battling, competing for MAC titles, district titles, state titles.
And they're seasoned. I mean, they're wrestling national titles, wrestling the best that's out there. And so when they come up to this level, that TJ that you guys got for Bettendorf, I think that Steel kid, even several kids we saw out here today as freshmen. I'm like, holy cow. They're just coming in here battle tested. And that's not only seeing, something for the tournaments they're doing, but the off-season work. Man, these kids are hitting the right clubs, finding places to work out and to do the lifting and the work that we call get-ahead season, right?
Yep.
So.
Yeah, and another team like we haven't really mentioned, but I've been really impressed fall in this year is PV. They've had some really good tournaments and had some big wins, and they seem like, not that they were that far down, but they seem like, man, they're on the rise and got things going pretty strong right now, and it's great to see the MAC, and
oh, absolutely.
DeWitt.
Absolutely.
I mean, DeWitt, still you don't think sometimes because they're a newer member of the MAC, but they have a lot of great individuals and are doing a great job. It's fun to have part of the conference.
Absolutely, and the fact that the it's such a close-knit group. These kids know each other. We talked about that earlier. Most of them have been wrestling with each other since they've been five years old. So definitely a lot of fun.
One other school that I didn't mention, but I've mentioned before, Davenport North is doing a great job. I don't know what their coaching staff does, but they get their star football players out. Their numbers are getting better.
Yes.
They didn't really have much, and now they're getting multiple guys to the state tournament. They're getting guys on the podium, and I know Tommy Argo was there a couple years, and before he moved in, he did a good job. And
they got
the Sheedy boys.
Yeah,
they're football players.
I know, like a couple old North Scott, their junior high, Clay Baker and Jacob Pillard, were guys that were in our program back in the 90s, and now they're their junior high coaches. So you got a couple guys that, wrestling's important to them, and helping getting those guys out.
That's important. Youth programs.
Right.
They got Grant Rosenboom there now, and Grant Rosenboom, Pleasant Valley, Assumption, and then Bradley McDermott was an Assumption wrestler around my age. So you get those guys and build a program. It's good things are going to happen for your high school team.
Absolutely. So I think this is going to be one of the closing on the dual meets that we're going to be doing for this season. So really want to thank you to Joy. You've always been behind the mic. Coach, you've been behind the mic quite a bit now too with us. So it's an honor for me, and I say it jokingly earlier, but you two are very much staples in the wrestling community, especially our wrestling community around this area. And it's an honor for me to be calling the match side by side with you guys.
Well, I'm honored that you even asked me, but I enjoy it, and you guys do such a great job. I mean, it's been a really bright spot for the sport of wrestling. What you guys have done, in the last 2 or 3 years here, just covering Quad City wrestling, it's, where would it be? And having the tournament this year, unbelievable. And I know you guys probably got other things you got brewing.
Yeah, that was we got a taste of the wine there, and definitely there's going to be a lot more coming that way as far as tournaments and postseason. And then we're going to also be looking at tapping in some of the youth around here to showcase what we have. I mean, we're very lucky to have rich coaches like we have around here, incredible camps. So many Iowa and D1 wrestlers, and even national level wrestlers. You know, if you look
Right.
across the river that we have, so incredible amount of support around the wrestling community. It's time that the world realize QCA that
We're
where
here.
It's at. We're
Yeah.
here. We're here, and we're going to wrestle. So.
Yeah.
Always say we're the forgotten area of Iowa. People sometimes forget about us in this area. And
Yeah. We got a great tradition when
Yep.
you go back and you really look at
Absolutely,
at
and just
things.
bringing up them stats like you did. I mean, back 1963.
Yeah.
That program's starting here in there earlier. So we should be having Drew Kelly.
Yeah, he's probably hard to get a
he's-
hold of
talking to the
sometimes.
paper.
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
North Scott Press or Matt Koss has him. Maybe.
Yeah, I think Matt Koss stole him from me.
Get
So.
Trace Gephart up here.
Hey,
Yeah. Or here comes
or
Westlin. He's going to throw some garbage away.
there we go.
Westlin.
I'm gonna pull him on the mic for a little bit.
I can rig him up with one of these if you guys all want to talk.
Oh,
to
we
him.
can do that.
Here we go.
We're all gonna be. Watch your step there, bud. Yeah. Thanks, Joy.
Oh, we got the big guy here.
All
Hey, good to see you,
right.
man.
So we got Peyton Westlin here with us, man. What an honor and incredible job tonight, buddy. So how
Thank
we
you.
feeling?
Pretty good.
Good. You're looking tough out there.
Thank you.
We're a week from the MAC and 2 weeks from districts, and then let's go on to state, right?
Yep.
What's working well for you out there?
I'm thinking I'm getting good in my hand ties or my controlling the ties and moving them around, getting to my shots and dominating on my feet and on top. So
Excellent. So what's coach has been working with you anything? You been focusing with Coach Kelly, or we got Coach over here roughing you up during practice?
No, the ACL has kind of
Oh,
slowed
okay.
me up a little bit. So no, I know Coach Rosino, was here, and he was mentioning that adding that duck under has been he's noticed that this year. That's been a big part of your offense this year. And something you bet.
Kelly showed us that in the practice once and did it a couple times. Noticed everyone be grabbing my hands. So
It's worked out, yeah. Hit a real. Actually, right when he said it,
On
it was
cue,
about 10
yeah.
seconds later. You got it in the match tonight.
You're making us look good over here by hitting it right then. So who's a couple guys you've been working out with the wrestling room?
my partner's usually been Dylan Marti. We go live usually with Marti, Madden sometimes. JV guy Elias Lauk. There's a couple other guys like Schneckloffs and stuff like that, but
Excellent.
So.
Good strong room, helping you get to that next level too. So, one of the questions I have, you started off, and I'm not seeing this in about, you're a little 106 pounder when we started as a freshman, and then boom, you're right here. How was that transition going from 106 up to where you're at right now?
106, I didn't really have a great year. Didn't make it to state. I was pretty disappointed in myself, but then next year I came back in the room, working harder than I ever did, and I got bigger, grew a little bit.
That's an understatement.
yeah, and I don't know, just
Kelly.
working harder in the room. I say a big thanks to Devin Streif. He was a big. He helped me out a lot in the room. Make me tougher in the wrestling room, and then just tougher as a wrestler and stuff like that. So
that's great. Well, you're doing an incredible job. Really looking forward to following you here in the next couple weeks, Coach.
I've been trying to put pressure. I said tonight. I said I'd love to see him at the next level, maybe next year. But is that a possibility?
It is a possibility.
Okay. It's good. Shout out those college coaches. Come take a look, and you'd be great at that next level.
Thank you.
I
think they're supposed to be getting Coach Kelly. Here he is.
There he is, right in front of us. So I think he's gonna. What?
I'll step out. I'll let you guys.
Good to see you again, man.
All right, welcome back, Coach Kelly, man. Excellent duel tonight. Wow. that pretty much wraps up the dual season for you guys. Controlled the MAC from start to finish on that.
Yeah, I don't know about controlled it, but we had some tough duels in there. I mean, I had a good one with Bettendorf, and then I'll tell you what, Assumption, when they have their guys in there, and I know they're missing one tonight, but you know, they're a tough team. They got some big guns, and their guys wrestle hard. I mean, Coach Alvarez, known him for a while. I mean, he's got them wrestling hard, and they're improving. So they're a tough squad, and they'll be a force to reckon with in 2A and in the MAC conference here in next week. So
absolutely,
they're a tough team. So I mean, it wasn't the prettiest duel. I mean, there's always going to be room for improvement, but you know, I think both teams wrestled hard, and you know, from the first time around, some things tightened up on both ends. You know, closed the gap, and you know, and they had a couple guys out there, so it would have been nice to have those guys in, but you know, we're gonna wrestle who we have, and anytime you beat Assumption at home, and we'll take it.
Yep. So we're a week out from the MAC conference, and you know, two weeks from districts. You know, the conditioning's there with the guys. What do we do on the final 2 weeks just to prime up and to make sure we're ready to rock and roll?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's just fine tuning some things. Our practices shorten up a little bit, just kind of high intensity, and make sure we're cleaning up what we need to and feeling good at this time of year. So I like where our guys are at. It's you know, it's a fun time of the season, and our guys look forward to it. And you know, it starts next week with the MAC, so that's gonna be a great tournament. And you know, I don't know how things are gonna shake out. There's a lot of quality wrestlers in the field, great teams, and I think it's gonna be a dogfight. So our guys are gonna be ready for it. We got a big one this weekend up in Urbandale. I know there'll be some of the top teams around up there, and that's always a great tournament. But you know, guys are excited for the MAC and the postseason run.
Definitely. And I think, you know, we were talking earlier, a lot of these matchups and these tournaments you're taking the boys to over the weekends. I mean, they're not. It's a meat grinder, these tournaments. They're not easy tournaments, and you know, people are looking at records going, you know, they used to come in only 1 or 2 losses. They may have more losses, but the experience that they're seeing and the level of wrestling they're seeing is just incredible. And it's, that's one thing I really like to see with these top tier programs, and that's one of your programs, is these boys are battle tested.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the things, you know, we've looked at, and you know, it's, as long as these guys can handle that and we can get through it. I mean, we're in big venues. We're not just seeing the best in the state. We're seeing the best in the country, and our guys got to gain confidence from that. So, you know, it's fun going in these big tournaments, and you know, our guys understand too. I mean, you're going to take some losses. I mean, there's not a tournament we go to where, hey, we're gonna slough off this weekend and just kind of walk through some things. We got to get up every week, and then you know, our conference too. I mean, it's, you know, those conference duels. It's top end of that conference, man. They're going to be hard fought duels, and that's, we're talking about teams again that are in the top of the state. So yeah, it comes to the postseason. You know, it's our guys got to understand they've seen the best, and they went toe to toe with these guys. So you know, they gain confidence from that, and you know, they'll be ready to strap it on at the end. So we're excited about that. It's been a fun run. I mean, it kind of got back to normal this year, and you know, getting out, getting around, and seeing teams from other states, and getting in tough duels, and that's what our guys understand too. In these duels, you know, it comes down to maybe, you know, a couple situations, or you know, being tough in a flurry of time, and you know, they're not separated by much, and then, you know, and looking at the dual standpoint too, it's matchups. I mean, there's a lot of great teams in the state, and it just, you know, being healthy and matching up, and then you know, being tough in those matchups. So we're excited about, you know, regional duels. There's another set of rankings coming out. I don't know where it's going to be, but we're kind of right on that fringe. But our guys know where they're at. So I mean, they've seen the best, and they're not afraid to go anywhere if we need to. So.
Love it. And this weekend, women, you got a huge contingency of women going out to the state tournament. How many?
We got 16 girls going. I'm gonna head up tomorrow morning and with our girls coaches, and you know, they're excited about it. I try to you know, run some practices for them too, and we had one tonight, and you know, they're excited about it. And some of those girls were up last year. The numbers are just, you know, growing like crazy, and I'm just excited for where that's heading, and to watch our girls compete this weekend. So they're pumped up for it, and should be a great weekend for the girls.
Going to be a great weekend all over, and really looking forward to the MAC conference to see everyone. Everyone see how close our predictions are too.
Yeah, I'll leave that stuff up to you guys. We just got to get them ready to scrap. So.
All right. Well, Coach, congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Excellent dual season.
Thank you.
Real quick, we just want to shout out to all of our sponsors once again. Spine and Wellness Center with Campbell, Dr. Campbell out there. You got these boys out there wrestling for
Ryan
you
Campbell,
too. Yep. So thank you for your sponsor, and we really appreciate people like you helping us bring this content over to all of our wrestlers. And once again, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, because if we get that 1,000, that's a magical number. We can go ahead and use our cell phones, iPhones, out at the state tournament and bring you all the latest action right on the spot. So